Watch as it'll roll to about 15 to 20 feet. The Cowgirls playing here day in and day out gives them that course knowledge going into the weekend. In my pocket, I have $300 to represent the amount of money Jeffrey Carroll received from Lamont Evans. This was self-reported by Oklahoma State to the NCAA. Last week, we talked about the importance of a balanced Cowboy attack. Let's see how they did against Baylor. A week from Saturday, there will be thousands of people standing right here in Library Lawn if ESPN decides to come to Bedlam in Stillwater for the first time since 2017. Nonetheless, the Oklahoma State Cowboys keep finding ways to win games. And with each win comes higher expectations for this Cowboy football team. 16 strikeout, no hitter. The Cowgirls will be back in action the rest of this weekend against Texas Tech as they improved to 22-6 with their win today. What Spencer Sanders, Malcolm Rodriguez, and Mike Gundy earned the grades on this chalkboard. A week from Saturday, there will be thousands of people standing right here in Library Lawn if ESPN decides to come to Bedlam in Stillwater for the first time since 2017. Today I'll tell you how Oklahoma State University and the greater community of Stillwater is affected by Cowboy football success. The hype train keeps on rolling for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Barry Sanders had a statue revealed on the same night the Cowboys rushed for 8 touchdowns in a 63-17 rout of TCU. The Cowboys are now 9-1, needing to win one of their last 2 games to clinch a berth in the Big 12 championship. Oklahoma State Director of Communications for Athletics, Gavin Ling, describes the correlation between football success and specifically how it affected Oklahoma State as a university after their 2011 conference championship.
Athletics, and in particular football, a lot of times is the front porch, to the university and perception of the university. And certainly we got a boost in terms of enrollment and other things as a result of the football team having a successful 2011 season.
Football success goes far beyond benefiting the university itself. Christy Morrison, president and CEO of Visit Stillwater, says football success affects spending in Stillwater.
Positive attitude, a lot more visitor spending, a lot more people coming to town, a lot more gifts being bought for the holidays. It has a positive impact. There's no doubt about it.
And how would hosting ESPN's College Game Day benefit Stillwater and Oklahoma State?
Visitors and potential students and season ticket holders and donors, and it just impacts every aspect of what we do to promote our community.
Oklahoma State should be playing postseason basketball. In my pocket, I have $300 to represent the amount of money Jeffrey Carroll received from Lamont Evans. This was self-reported by Oklahoma State to the NCAA. What did they get in return? A postseason ban in 2022 and a 3-year probation period that will reduce Oklahoma State scholarships by 3, as well as other recruiting restrictions placed on the Cowboys coaching staff. The message from the NCAA is simple.
Don't do what we did.
Do not cooperate with the NCAA. That is the message the NCAA is sending to programs facing violations with this punishment of Oklahoma State.
There's no wonder that nobody trusts them because they get to hide behind letters.
Oklahoma State self-reported just one Level 1 violation that led to their probation. Many other schools were cited in the FBI probe. Blue Blood Kansas took a different approach after being accused of 5 Level 1 violations, including head coach responsibility and a charge of lack of institutional control. Kansas spent $3.5 million on legal defense since the initial violations were announced. Kansas will be competing in the NCAA tournament this year, and Bill Self has yet to be disciplined for the violations that happened under his watch. Bruce Pearl and Auburn also took a different approach when the violations were announced against his team. They self-imposed a postseason ban in the 2020-21 season. Keep in mind they went 13-14 during this season and wouldn't even have sniffed making the NCAA tournament. Months later, the NCAA announced that Auburn would lose 2 scholarships while serving its 4-year probation period. The only thing consistent about the NCAA's handling of violations is its inconsistency. I'm Michael Zurales, and I'm just saying. There is a new brand of football in Stillwater, and it's built around the defense. How far can this defense take the Cowboys? Oklahoma State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles has your answer.
That's why I came here.
The Oklahoma State Cowboys lost the turnover battle 3-0 Saturday against Baylor. They won the game 24-14, and Dallas Haggerty will tell you how the Pokes found a way to grind out another victory from his view on the sidelines. Thanks, Dallas. Here's how Mike Gundy summed up the Baylor game.
We got away with another.
Running back Jaylen Warren has been the rock of this Cowboys offense. Last week we talked about the importance of a balanced Cowboy attack. Let's see how they did against Baylor. Warren rushed for 125 yards on 36 carries against Baylor. When you add in a reception for 5 yards, Warren accounted for only 32% of OSU's total offense. While scoring 24 points is nothing to get excited about, the Cowboy offense is getting healthier and becoming more balanced. After the bye, the Cowboys will play on the road against Texas and head to Ames to face Iowa State a week later. Two hostile environments and two teams that are known for their physical defense. Both teams will likely put an extra guy in the box in order to stop the run. If they're going to win either of these games, they will need to be able to throw the ball efficiently. Nonetheless, the Oklahoma State Cowboys keep finding ways to win games, and with each win comes higher expectations for this Cowboy football team. Now let's take a look at which Big 12 teams made this week's AP poll. Oklahoma, ranked at number 6, defeated Kansas State last week 37-31. OU quarterback Spencer Rattler threw for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns and an interception. Texas, who falls at number 21 this week, defeated TCU 32-27. OU and Texas will face off in the Red River rivalry this Saturday, October 9th at 11 a.m. on ABC. Again, the Cowboys are on bye this week before heading to Austin, October 16th for a meeting with the Longhorns.